Excuse me. Hello. Little gal. Hey, John Lee, hello. Hello, hello. Let's see. Hey, Beverly, hello. Good to see ya. What was that? Ash, is that you? Hmm? What's up? Uh-oh, gotta put this away. Got some chicken soup. What's up, babies? Oh, really? Really? Is that what we say? Let's get the live stream up. Of course, they want to go outside. Asher. Kitten. Hey, Granny, hello. Hey, John and Beverly. I think I might have, I'm trying something new here. YouTube as, let's see. I think I might have, I'm trying something new here. YouTube as, I have a, let's see, what, I don't actually know if that's, hello. Yeah, so YouTube is allowing vertical and horizontal at the same time. And I'm not really sure if the chat is in the same combined or not. I'm not really sure how that works, but so I'm not really sure if people are watching this vertically or horizontally. So YouTube has a new feature out. I'm just kind of testing it. I'm not really sure if the chat is in the same combined. So I'm not really sure if people are watching this vertically or horizontally. So YouTube has a new feature out. All right, we'll put on some. Gotta put on the harnesses. Yep, this is your purple harness. Come here, Willow. Gosh, come here, buddy. Come here. Hey, Alfredo. Hello. Come here. The the longer this takes, the less time you have outside. Yeah, I got kind of a don't see a vertical. Okay, maybe it's not working then. I don't know. Maybe it's not working. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't see a vertical. Maybe it's not working. I don't know. All right. Come here, Willow. Hey. Oh, windy. Oh, very windy. Really windy. Wow, it is super windy out. I don't know. There was a stream, there was a setting in the YouTube studio where you could like do both vertical and horizontal at the same time, but I don't know if it's working, so it's something that YouTube just came out with. So like I said, I'm not sure it's working. Maybe there's only one. Man, it's cold. Come on, buddies. Come on. Let's sit back inside. Come on. Inside. Here. What's this? Yep. Come on, Noah Bean. Come on. Come on. Jeepers. And he's being very uncooperative. My mom sent me home with some chicken soup that I might have tonight. So I'm not really sure. I think I'll do like an hour live stream tonight. My voice is a little scratchy. And my nose is a little stuffy, so I don't think I'm gonna do a full live stream today, just because I'm having a hard time talking. I was thinking about possibly purchasing like a home air filter, like an in-home air filter. I don't know if anyone has had experience with air filters at home, like home air filters, but I was thinking about maybe getting one, just because we have four cats and we have 2 litter boxes, and I was thinking about if anyone's had any experience with air filters. Yeah, maybe I'll have a couple of bananas and use like a throat lozenge. Hey, Rajiv, hello. So I think we'll maybe do like an hour live stream, and then I'm gonna I have a little bit of maybe a little bit of a cold or something. But how was everyone's day? I don't know, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi, Nina. Hello. Maybe we'll go outside for a little bit. But yeah, I have a little bit of a cold. I'm going downstairs. Then we go outside. Go outside for a little bit, maybe. Tacos from a few nights ago. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll have to take pictures of the I don't think we're having tacos tonight, but I will definitely try to remember to take a picture of the burritos I make for tomorrow. I think tonight I'm having chicken soup. My mom was nice enough and she made me some chicken soup. Ash, where are you, dude? I want to make sure I see him. Here, if you want to go outside again, I got to put this on you. You're black. He's a black cat and it's dark out, so I know. Mommy doesn't do this to me. It's only Daddy. But Mommy doesn't let you go outside. Mommy doesn't let them outside. It's only me. I let them outside. It is so windy out. Ash doesn't even want to come outside. Oh my gosh, it is so windy out. Oh, thank you, Nina. Thank you for that the PayPal donation. Thank you. I just saw that come through. Come on, let's go back inside. Come on, Noah Bean. Come on, buddy. Come on. I can't keep the door. He's being such a jerk. Come on. Gonna get sucked up in a tornado or something, jeepers. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, if anyone has had experience with, maybe I'll just ask this like once a day or something. If anyone's had experience with, I know like furnace filters. I don't see it. Furnace filters kind of filter the air, but I was thinking more along the lines of like an air filter, like a HEPA filter machine for air filtering that like the air in our place. So hey, that girl, and so if anyone's had experience with like home air filters, Air OX, interesting. Okay, hey, music and films. It's just that we have. I don't know. I think the air in our place might have a bunch of like particulates and stuff. You know, like litter. We have 4 cats. So, I'm thinking that an air purifier, yeah. HEPA maybe, yeah. I was thinking about looking into one, getting a air purifier for our home. I know there's different price levels and stuff. Lisa, hey Lisa. Yeah, I don't really feel sick, but I do have a stuffy nose. Like, I don't have a headache, I don't have a sore throat, but I do have a stuffy nose, which is kind of annoying. Stuffy nose is one of those kind of annoying things. Hey. So I did take some NyQuil last night. Took a couple of Advil cold and sinus tablets. So I don't really know if I'm going to do a full live stream today. Cinema was empty. Oh. Hey, Hillary, hello. I haven't been to a movie in a long time. Eva Drake, hello. Humidifier. We do have a couple of small humidifiers. We do, like I said, yeah, we do have a couple of small humidifiers, but I don't really. They do help a little bit. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna make some rice tonight. Yeah, my mom was nice and she made me some chicken soup since I wasn't feeling 100%. So just gonna cooking with Nick. Maybe a little bit. I'm just gonna rinse some rice. Honestly, that's all I'm gonna do. Rinse some rice and then put some rice in my little rice cooker. Just gonna use the rice cooker tonight. Not really gonna do a lot of cooking, but oh yeah, soak it. Some people were saying that soaking it might help. Thank you. But yeah, that's just, you can already see how cloudy the water is. Like the water from the rice is really cloudy. And all I did was just pour some water into it. So I can see why people drain some of the starch out. I didn't even realize starch was a thing for rice until I got this rice maker. But the cats are doing pretty good. The cats have been kind of active today. It's like Noah's chasing Ash around. And they've kind of been cooped up inside, of course. We started watching a new show for our dinner. Usually when we eat dinner, we watch a show or something. We've watched a lot of House Hunters over the years. Hey, Sasha. We've watched a lot of House Hunters over the years for when we eat dinner. And we recently started watching Landman. Landman is a little bit violent. So I don't think we're going to watch Landman for dinner. But we did start watching kind of a easier to watch show called it's called Ghosts. And I think it's the show is called Ghosts, and I think it's also, like, there's a British version of it. There's a British version of Ghosts, and then there's the American version of Ghosts. And we're watching the American version of Ghosts. It's like the episodes are, what is it, like half an hour, 20 minutes or so, 20 minutes, half an hour. It's sort of an interesting show. It's just a very one of those like easy to watch kind of shows. It's sort of like a sitcom comedy type of show where, so the premise of the show is that a man and a woman inherit an old mansion, and the couple, so the man and woman inherit a mansion, and then they start a bed and breakfast. They turn I accidentally. So they turn the mansion into a bed and breakfast. And then the woman, I think the woman has like some sort of accident or something, and so the woman is able to see ghosts. And the mansion is full of ghosts. So the ghosts are people who have died on the property over the last several thousand years. So there's like, I think like the oldest ghost on the property. So the property is basically this big mansion that they're turning into a bed and breakfast. And the oldest ghost, I think, is like a Viking who came over from Greenland and somehow died on the property like 2,000 years ago or something. And then there's like an Indian, like a Native American or Indian who died on the property, and he's a ghost. There's some guy died on the property from like a bachelor party from like in the 1980s, and he's a ghost. The woman who built the property, or built the mansion on the property, she's a ghost. She died on the property. And there's just a bunch of ghosts who have died on the property over the last couple thousand years. And so the woman is able to interact and see the ghosts. It's kind of interesting. Hey, Stephen. Book is available now. Nice. Congratulations. What was that? What are you jumping on? Wow, that could have been bad. That could have been bad, mister. That could have been bad. So anyway, it's just kind of a lighthearted show. Lighthearted, easy to watch. The episodes go by really quick. I think there's only like 3 or 4 seasons. Just kind of like an easy to... Kind of like The Office. Man, I think The Office from like 10 years ago, or The Office from like 15 years ago, probably one of the best TV shows ever. It makes me want to rewatch The Office TV show with Steve Carell. They could never make that show again. Like The Office TV series could never really be made again. It would just be too offensive for people, I think. What's up? What's up? What's up, Goof? What's up, Goofy? You did Goof. You Goofy Goof? Oh, that's a link to this book. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, you can click on that book. A Farewell to Earth by Stephen Spears. Interesting. The year is 3031. I'm reading about Stephen's book. The book overview. The year is 3031, and it's about Christmas time on Earth. As the people of the Sol system are about to celebrate the holidays, the Galactic Empire invades with overwhelming force. Oof. Earth fights back, but to no avail. In the end, the Earth is destroyed by the Dark Star, the Empire's deadly battle station, the size of a large comet. Evan appears as a comet, commanded by the dreaded Dark Ninja Levnosky, a full of Southern charm, who's tasked with conquering the rebellion and killing any remaining vestiges of the old galactic free states, and eradicating all vestiges of the great samurai order. She then moves on to the Century Prime and the Royal Lurkin family, who rule its people in peace and prosperity. Oh, this is en route to Century Prime with the stolen plans to the Dark Star, Princess Julia races home in time to try and save lives before people die at the hands of the Dark Star. Princess Julia... Oh, wait, I read that. Okay. But it is sadly too late for the people of Earth. On another ship, humans from Earth and Century Prime travel to Century Prime to deliver cargo, managing to leave hours before Earth's destruction. Stephen Spears, Sepp Dietrich, Old Tegus, and Samurai Warrior in hiding, and Natuk on board. They managed to make it to Century Prime and help destroy the Dark Star at the Battle of the Void. Can the rebellion win this awful war that has cost the lives of 7 billion people on Earth? Wow. Interesting. Oh, really? I get. Well, that's just the overview. So that's the overview that you see on Amazon when you go to the book. Yeah, that's a very interesting overview. Yeah, Christopher Nolan would do. I don't know, Christopher Nolan. Who's the guy that did the Batman movies? Oh shoot, I can't remember yeah, the Batman movies. Who am I trying to say? The guy who did there was like a 4 hour long Batman movie. Who's that? Who's the guy who did that? The guy who did the 4 hour there was like a special edition Superman and Batman movie. I can't remember his name. If I remember, I can try to remember it, but he should Zack Schneider, I think. Was that it? I think it was that Zack Schneider. Zack Schneider, I think. He's done a lot of interesting movies. I think the Zack Schneider guy has also done what was that super was it like I can't remember now. Oh, he did the 300 movie, that's right. Hello. All right. Yeah, Zack Schneider did the 300 movie. Oh, and Michael Keaton. I think Michael Keaton did a fantastic job. I think Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. Interesting how there's been a bunch of different Batmans and Supermans. Christopher Reeve was a pretty good Batman. Superman. Christopher Reeve was a pretty good Superman. I hear a bunch of geese outside. Infinity, hello. The best 007. I think Sean Connery was a really good 007. But I think Daniel Craig was. I didn't really read a lot of the James Bond books, but I think Daniel Craig was probably, I don't know, maybe the most accurate to the actual book character, I think. So if I had to pick the best James Bond, I would pick Sean Connery. But like I said, I think Daniel Craig is also really, really good. A close second. Roger Moore was extremely entertaining. I think Roger Moore did a fantastic job. Roger Moore just had that charm to him, and that kind of like that sassiness, like a combination of charm and sassiness. I think Pierce Brosnan did a really good job too. I know that Timothy Dalton did 2 James Bond movies, And I think Timothy Dalton did a pretty good job. I think Timothy Dalton did a fantastic job as James Bond. And I think he should have been given... I think he should have been given more opportunities, or more... He should have been given more James Bond roles. Because the Timothy Dalton ones are really good. I wish Timothy Dalton could have had more time as James Bond. But who knows? I'm not really sure how they decide. I'm not really sure how they decide, like how many movies. They probably sign a contract, I'm assuming. I'm assuming the actors probably sign a contract. How many films and such, or how much money, how many films probably, you know. The big meaning, James Bond was completely different in the books. Lazenby close to the books and barely anyone talks about From Russia with Love was pretty violent. If you go back and watch From Russia with Love, it was probably one of the more violent James Bond movies. And I think, James Bond was a killer in the books. Yeah, on Her Majesty's Secret Service is the one where he gets married, yeah. But, James Bond was a spy, but he was also like a ruthless killer. And I don't really think Roger Moore kind of fit the... Roger Moore didn't really fit the book character of James Bond because he was just too nice and too charming. And I think Daniel Craig and I think Timothy Dalton kind of had the kind of that more serious kind of killer personality that they gave to the James Bond character. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Farah, hello. I think the Sean Connery ones were pretty darn good. I think I've seen all of the James Bond movies except for the last one. I had all of the James Bond movies on VHS when I was growing up. The Living Daylights was really good, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've seen them all. I had all of them on... I had all of the James Bond movies on VHS. I had up and through the Pierce Brosnan. So I had every single James Bond movie on VHS through the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies. And then once Pierce Brosnan retired from James Bond, Daniel Craig took over. I didn't buy the DVDs anymore. James, the 007, the GoldenEye, the GoldenEye movie is fantastic. I'm trying to think of my top James Bond movies. But I don't, maybe I haven't seen the last two, actually. I know for sure I haven't seen the last one. And maybe I haven't seen the last two James Bond movies. But the newer James Bond movies. So what was the one, the one where Judi Dench dies? One of the last ones with Daniel Craig and Judi Dench, and Judi Dench dies. I think that's the last one I saw. Yeah, you're welcome, Stephen. Maybe it was Spectre. Yeah, I did see Spectre. I saw Spectre. Let's see, James Bond. Now it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me. Although I can't figure it out. I'll figure it out later. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna get out some food for the kitties. Get out some food for kitties. Oh, she comes running down. Kitties. Put out some food for them. Mister's just patiently waiting for Willow to get out of the way, I think. Mister's kind of getting into the habit of not wanting to eat with the other cats. So I'm not really sure why. The catio is temporarily closed, yeah. Yes. Man, she eats a lot. Mister likes to dine alone. You can see him just kind of sitting there patiently. It was a little bit warm today. I think we got it to like 40 degrees today. He's just patiently waiting. Patiently waits for Willow to eat, and then he comes over. Yeah, he doesn't... Mister doesn't like eating with the other cats. Not really sure why. Well, I prefer the cats to eat wet food, but like they just can eat whatever they want. There's kibble upstairs. Got a lot of kibble upstairs. Hello, baby. We put food out there for you. Where are you going? Baby. Yeah, he is such a kitten. Yeah, he's used to being an only cat, and maybe that's why he likes to eat alone. That's probably a good explanation. Prefers to eat alone. Kittens, what's this? Ash is like, oh my gosh, what is that? Is this coming over for me? Is this coming over for you? Huh? Oh my gosh, what is that? He's very elusive sometimes. Sometimes I can't even find him. He's really good at hiding. He is the most kitten-like out of all the cats. You just chuck this over the side, bro. I don't think Noah did eat, no. Sometimes he doesn't eat dinner. Sometimes he eats a lot. He eats dry kibble instead. But I put out enough food for all of them. Our price of one of our brands that we use, the price went up. I think it was like $5 or $10 a bag. It seemed like. I think it went up like $5. So $5 a bag. We usually get a 7-pound bag of it. We usually get Royal Canin, and then we usually get Origin. And they seem to like these two brands kind of blended together, but the Origin brand, I think the price went up like $5. Man, he is really going to town on this food. Man, you're just shoving all the food across over the side. I think he's probably the messiest eater. Did you get enough? Yeah, good luck with the bowl. I like these bowls. We usually, whenever I break one, I usually get it from a pet store. Our pet stores usually have them in stock. I personally prefer to buy all of our cat stuff from our local pet stores. Occasionally we'll buy food from Chewy, but I try to buy all of our stuff from, like I said, local pet stores. I would just hate to see our local pet stores go out of business. That would really kind of break my heart. So I know Chewy is a really good company, but there's just something about going into a store and buying it there, you know. Hey, AZ Magoo. Chris, I think. Like some stuff you have to... Like some stuff you can only get online, but... Like I said, I prefer to buy it at a local store. Like if our cat cafe went out of business, I would just be heartbroken. And if our local pet food store in town went out of business, that would also break my heart. Our local pet food store, they sell pet food and pet products, and they don't sell any animals, but they used to have an adoption center out of the Humane Society. They used to have cats. They used to have a cat adoptions out of the building, and someone's getting into the game tonight. Oh, maybe Noah Bean. I think I might make some popcorn tonight. The microwave. PetSmart. Yeah, PetSmart, Animart or PetSmart? Yeah, Petco. I think we have a PetSmart in the next town over. Mentioned doing a live stream from the cat cafe. I might be able to do one. I'm not really sure. I talked to them about taking pictures. They're okay with taking pictures. So, people take pictures of the cats and stuff. So, I'm sure a live stream might be possible. But I'm not really sure. Because there's other people in there, so they have... It's like a group of people, so like a group of people usually go into the cat cafe. It's like an hour, so you sign up for like an hour-long session with play session with the cats. You can't really play with the cats. Well, you can, but you can't really, you can't, like, pick them up and stuff. But you can play with the cats, but it might be possible. But there's other people in there, too. It wouldn't just be me. Hey, Jaden. Hello. Looks like, the rice is bubbling. Not as much starch tonight. Just doing some laps. Doing some laps with the kitties. Excuse me. It's like maybe an Amazon truck. 16 days left until school starts. Yeah, so you must be on like your summer break. Interesting. 24 days until Artemis 2 launches. Cool. Yeah, you could maybe start a YouTube channel. Like start a YouTube channel about space and the rocket launches and stuff, and talk about it. Seems like that's something you're really interested in. Hey, Siren, hello. Man. What do you think? You having a good night? You having a good night, little gal? Dad. Oh, thanks, yeah. I've had kind of a stuffy nose the last couple days. Blowing my nose a lot. Trying to drink plenty of fluids and stuff, but yeah, my voice has been a little scratchy, and my mom made me some chicken soup. So I'm gonna have some rice and some chicken soup. I'm gonna have some crackers. I should probably go downstairs and get the crackers. Our cat cafe closed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. Yeah, I try to go to our cat cafe at least once a week. At least once a week, I try to go there and buy a coffee or buy a cappuccino or something. And I don't know, I think we spend, like, if we both get something from the cat cafe, it's not that much. I mean, it's probably like $10. So, I don't know, we probably spend about $10 a week there, maybe, on coffee. So, I mean, it's, not gonna, I think it goes to a really good business. It goes to a good cause. $5 for a coffee is a little, if we each spend $5 on a coffee there, we're probably spending like $10 a week on coffee there, but it's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's a small business and it's a really good cause. So, I think it's worth it. I think it's a better choice. I mean, Starbucks has okay coffee, but if I had to choose all the, we probably have like 6 or 7 different coffee places here in town. Not counting like McDonald's. McDonald's has coffee and stuff, but I'd rather spend the $10 a week at the Cat Cafe for their coffee, because I don't want them to go out of business. Yeah, we have some soup crackers. Why am I stuck on here? Yeah, unfortunately the Packers lost. I don't know, I'm not really sure who to root for. I think the Steelers lost. Aaron Rodgers, that guy should have stayed with the Packers. He should have retired a Packer. I like Aaron Rodgers, and he should have stayed. I think Aaron Rodgers should have stayed a Packer, switching to all these different teams. And But the coach, Mike Tomlin, I think Mike Tomlin did pretty good as a coach. But I think he's going to retire. So it was hard getting there without scaring the cats, yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, getting in there without scaring the cats. Yeah, it's just really shame that your cat cafe went out of business. I think one day maybe we'll get a cat from there. Don't tell the cat mom Jen that, but it'd be fun to get a cat from there. But at the same time, 4 cats is kind of a lot. So, hey Florence. There were a couple of cats from our cat cafe that I thought would have been a good fit at our home. But anyway. What, are you being goof? Are you the main goof of this show? Are you the main goof of this show? The Noah the Cat show? Are you the main goof? Are you the main goofy goof of the show? I think you are. I think you're the number one goof. Yeah. You're the number one goof of the show, aren't you? Well, Dad, it is named after me. Yeah, Happy New Year. Ugh. I don't know, I might have put in too much water this time. We'll see. I'm the king of the goof. They needed 2 spaces because you were allowed to take food or drink into the cat room. Well, you were not allowed to take food or drink into the cat room. Well, I know that our cat cafe, they do allow drink, because you buy a drink, or a coffee. So you buy a coffee and you bring it into the cat room. That's kind of the whole point, is to order a coffee and spend time with the cats. So that's kind of the whole point, and they obviously encourage it. So but yeah, they encourage you to buy a coffee and sign up for a time slot. You have to sign up for a time slot because they only allow a certain number of people to interact with the cats. You have to drink the coffee first and then go in with the cats. That seems kind of weird. Those rules seem a bit weird because our cat cafe has different rules. I guess if I had to retire from FedEx, I would probably get a job there, but I don't think it would be quite as exciting as what I do now. It would be more. I think having a job at the cat cafe would be more fun, but I don't think it would be as exciting. I have a feeling I might get kind of bored. Bored in the sense of it's not quite as exciting. What I do now is extremely active. I think I would probably get more enjoyment out of the cat cafe. I'm not really sure I would get bored with it. I think it would be a fun job. I'm not really sure. I don't think I would get bored with it, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. Because when I go to the cat cafe, I do have a good time. But half the time, when you go to the cat cafe, the cats are sleeping. Because, they have a lot of interaction, so they get tired and sleepy. So, I don't know. I would enjoy it, but I don't know if it's the right time. It's not the right time for me to, not the right time for me to work at the cat cafe. So, that's gonna have to wait for another, gonna have to wait for later in life, maybe. I'm sure working at the cat cafe is a really enjoyable job. Really enjoyable, a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't get bored. I don't know. I just when I think of my current job and then when I think of working at the cat cafe, like my current job just seems to be a lot more active, like physically active and stuff, and I don't know, maybe I wouldn't get bored. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Whenever you go to the zoo, the lions are always sleeping. I think I've been to the zoo a couple times where the lions were awake. But I think I'm gonna. Well, let me just check to see if I have to make lettuce. I think I have to make some lettuce. Yeah. I gotta make some lettuce tonight, so I think I'm gonna grab the yarn ball and probably wrap up the yarn ball. So, well, I'm gonna get going here. I really do appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna make some dinner now, and I hope you enjoyed your time here, and we'll talk to you later. Hopefully tomorrow we'll do another live stream. Okay, so I'm just kind of, I think I'm losing my voice a little bit, so I will see you all later. Appreciate you.